About 2 years ago, I started getting a lot of pain in my left leg and back, and I feel like I'm a pretty active grandma, and I couldn't, it was so excruciating that I couldn't lay on my left side. I couldn't stand for more than 3 minutes or so without bending over for relief or sitting down, and I was really miserable. I went to chiropractors, I went to physical therapists. It seemed like their treatments irritated my condition. So I decided I would just live with the pain. It was easier. I knew that I needed to lose weight, but how do you lose weight if you can't walk, if you can't move fast or do things? And so I was very frustrated, but I just lived with the pain. Well, 2 months ago, I was invited to meet with Bob Gardner and some other ladies in this beautiful park. And once a week, we meet and we do Qigong and Tai Chi. I told Bob the first time, I said, I don't think I can stand for the whole hour, so I might have to quit. Well, the first time, no problem. And then a couple of weeks later, I realized I'm not in as much pain. I'm not healed yet, but I'm really feeling like I'm energized. I can walk, I can lay on my left side. At night, I've been able to do so much better. My life quality is so much better, and I appreciate what Bob has taught me. I just really highly recommend this exercise practice for anyone who is suffering with any pain or needs energizing or a whole new outlook of life. It is wonderful.
The irony here is that about a week and a half ago, when I was starting to film this course, just after we'd started filming a bunch of it, I had this pain that started to show up in my shoulder. I was really uncomfortable and I couldn't move it super well, but I was like, okay, well, let me just sit with this. So the pain started to increase, and by Sunday it was a lot, and by Monday was painful. I had to strap my arm to my chest. It was so bad. Like, I couldn't think of anything else. The pain was overwhelming. I just was moaning. I was complaining to myself. I was like, why isn't this working? We had tried massage. We had tried to fix it with everything we knew how to fix it. I was laying on a lacrosse ball. And then out of nowhere, I got this idea that was, I know what to do. I just need to do my energy work. So I have pain in my shoulder, and the energy pattern that I'm doing is turning my head up and down and around. And then I did the whole process the way I teach it. And I did it twice that day. I did it once in the afternoon when I finally clued in, and I did it in the evening. And then the next morning I wake up and I had like 85% mobility back, and the pain was down to like 70% gone. By that evening, I was back up to like 90% mobility, and the pain was all gone, and then the next morning it was all completely gone. That's the power of this type of movement, this type of healing movement. Because it wasn't even focused on the shoulder. It was just that I was moving my body in the right way, with the right mindset and the right level of relaxation of mind and emotion. And all of that energy moved itself through my whole system in such a way that my shoulder got better, even though I was turning my head. They're not complicated, they're not hard. You can do them in an airplane, you can do them when you're on long road trips. You can do them lying down in bed. They're not difficult, but the power of those movements is absolutely phenomenal. I can give someone a tool that they can carry with them the rest of their life, and that they know that all they have to do is this simple thing, and things like this go away. Not to mention all the illnesses that they don't get because they're in such a healthy state. Not to mention all of the emotional stress that's relieved because they've found a place of peace every day. Not to mention the way that their relationships improve because of that. Not to mention the way that they are better when they're at their job because they can focus more and they're not distracted by so many things. Not to mention the way that they feel about their own body, or the way that they can connect inwardly and find some level of purpose and peace in their own life. All of that results from, oh yeah, I turn my head a couple times a day, but in the right way. And I thought that that was so powerful and so timely, because here I am filming a course to teach people how to do this, and I got tested. I got tested to see if I was willing to live what I preach, and I do. It's powerful stuff. I use it all the time, and I teach it to people because it works.